It can be said that black people are bass and white people are treble. Or in other words, white people are treble and black people are bass. Right? I'm talking about the musical scale here, but I'm making a sort of social comparison as well. Okay, so if we look at the type of musical genre that white people are most associated with, you find that's classical music, right? Classical music is the music that most white people are most associated with. And it's very much on the high end of the musical scale. Most classical music doesn't have a lot of bass in it. It's mostly treble. And likewise, if you ask people, what epitomizes black music, what genres, you find the answer to that would be things like hip-hop, soul, funk, even African percussion. Now, this idea can be extended to society in the sense that it can be said that white culture is normally associated with the upper end of the musical scale, right, in a sort of metaphorical type of way. And black culture can be associated with the lower end of the musical scale, right? I mean, for example, if you look at white culture, it always endeavors to be high end, conceptualized, refined. Whereas black culture is universally seen as being more nitty gritty, more down to earth, more raw. However, you find that one does need the other, ultimately, right? Because say if you had a band that had a bass guitar, but there was no lead guitar, it wouldn't sound right, right? And the same thing, if you had a band with a lead guitar, but no bass, it's not going to sound like a full band, Bass and treble have to work in unison, at least in a more metaphorical sense, for society to function normally, right? And the same metaphor can be applied to black and white people. There has to be some sort of harmonious relationship between black and white for society to function normally, right? Now, if you look at the bad old days of the civil rights movement, right, back in the 50s where there was segregation and there was the KKK and all that sort of stuff, you could say at the time that America was a hotbed of racial tension, no doubt about it, until someone came up with the bright idea of fusing black blues music and white hillbilly country music. And the result of that was rock and roll music. Now, rock and roll music brought people of different backgrounds and different colors together for the first time in America, right? And that was a fusion of bass and treble, metaphorically speaking, right? So basically, if you look at it in that way, you begin to